Hey, what's up, traders? It's MK here. Um, I want to make this video specifically for my 54 followers on YouTube. You've probably noticed that I stopped making videos, and you've most likely asked yourself why. I want you to listen to me and listen to me carefully, right? Whenever the market moves, it moves in higher highs and higher lows when it's in an uptrend, right? And whenever it's in a bearish trend, it moves lower lows and lower highs. This is the only thing that you should look for in the market, right? And then sometimes we do get that market consolidation where it's just moving sideways. It might break highs, break lows, break highs. It's not respecting anything. You don't really want to trade this unless if maybe it's on a higher time frame like the daily and the weekly, right? On the H4, if you are skilled enough, yes, but lower than that, I wouldn't recommend. So since 2022, the price has been bearish on oil. As you can see, it's been making lower lows and lower highs, lower lows and lower highs. It has been respecting lows, right? And actually, it has not been respecting lows because it was on a downtrend. Whenever price is in a downtrend, it's always gonna break lows, right? It's always gonna be breaking lows, breaking lows, breaking lows. That's a downtrend. And then whenever it's in an uptrend, you will see the price always breaking highs, breaking highs, breaking highs, and it will respect lows because it's in an uptrend. And then it's the opposite for a downtrend. It respects highs when it's in a downtrend, and it does not respect lows, right? So that is actually what you should look for when you wanna firstly identify a trend. So seeing this trend, I did notice that something interesting happened at this point over here, uh, because the market has been bearish for quite some time. But since we got to this point, we saw some rejections over here. The price pushed up, broke this high, and then broke a second high over here, then made a new high, right? From coming from this support. Then the market made a correction coming back to those support areas again, right? But then now we see the price trying to push up, right? So on the weekly time frame, that is enough information we can that's the maximum amount of information we can extract basically. So now we switch to the daily time frame to see what happened. As you can see, as the price was coming back to retest those lows, you will see the price break lows, but always respect highs, right? Lows are always being broken, but highs are being respected, right? See, high respected, a high respected, highs respected, respected, but lows always get broken, right? So now, the interesting thing to me that happened is we failed to break a low, this low. We made a higher low, then we broke this high, right? New high, new low, new high, new low. Where do you think the market is going? The market is going to a new high. So now we are only looking for buys on oil. For me specifically, I'll be targeting this level right here. That is my take profit level, right? So remember, we are just looking for highs and lows, right? So let's go to the H4 time frame and identify those highs and lows, right? That's what we trade. Remember, highs and lows. Stick, uh, get that, let that sink in your head. Highs and lows. I don't know why this doesn't want to delete, but okay, it's gone now. Let's go to the H4 time frame. So on the H4 time frame, you can see that the market broke this high over here, right? And then created a new high. So this is our higher high, right? So we are expecting the market to break this high if we are in a bullish trend. Should we? Okay, actually, let's just say this is it because this is essentially a resistance. Let me just put it like this. That is our resistance, which is our new higher high. And if the market is bullish, we will see the price breaking that. Then we have our lows. We'll see the price break that resistance, right? So now we can see that We had a previous high over here, which was a lower high. Market came back to break that that high to create a new high. Then the market looks like it's creating a higher low point right here. I say it's creating a higher low point because the structure seems to be shifting. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, break of structure, higher low created. So now this indicates that the price is ready to push back up, right? And then should we continue to have higher highs and higher lows, you want to see the market continue creating those highs and lows. We don't want to see the market break any lows. We want to see something like this. So this will be our lows. Then we know that the H4 time frame is ready for those buys to continue back into that level where we are going to be testing the daily high, or let me just, it's a resistance. This is typically a resistance. This is where you can see sellers kick into the market from that point over there. So that is what I am expecting on the H1 time frame. We are actually having some beautiful price action. You can see that the price was bearish here. We're moving swiftly with those lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, until the market came and broke structure. We broke highs over here. And then now the price seems to be creating a higher low point. So if it's creating a higher low point, I am expecting it to go much higher and break this high. Once this high gets broken, it's further confirmation that we are moving bullish. So when we break that high, the market will always whenever the market makes a new high, it always comes back to make a new low. Whenever that low is created, we know that it must be higher than that low so that it can be higher highs, higher highs, and higher lows. So I am looking for buys on oil specifically above this level. Once the market breaks this level, it indicates that we are ready for those buys. So I will be taking my buys from this point, stops somewhere around there, all the way to the top. So I'll be swing trading this position. So risk to reward is something like 1:5, but it's probably going to be better than this whenever the market gives me an entry opportunity, because right now we don't have an entry opportunity. So yes, yeah, guys, look for highs and lows in the market. That is what the market essentially respects: highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows. Right? That's a bullish market, bearish market, and then consolidating market. You don't really want to trade this. You don't really. That is why at the moment I am not trading Nasdaq. It's been consolidating for quite some time. Let me actually go to Nasdaq and quickly show you why I am not. I've even deleted. Let me. I think it's on my deleted list. There we go. Let me go show you on the daily time frame. As you can see, it's been bullish for quite some time since this point over here. Bullish, but since we got here, it's just consolidating. It's going sideways. It's not going up or down. So that's why I stopped trading it for now. I did not stop entirely. A couple of weeks ago, I did take some sales here, and I got the trade. Um, Let me go to the weekly time frame and show you something really quick. Look at this. You can see this was a high on the weekly time frame. We broke, made a new high over here, came back to retest that high over here, right? Now the market has created a new high. Possibilities we could be trying to come and retest this high. Who knows? But yeah, that's just how the market moves, guys. Highs and lows, highs and lows, highs, and what comes after a high? All right, guys. That's thanks for watching the video, and I hope it's gonna help you in your trading journey.